Substitution for Canada, number 16.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Canada are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Over to the right flank. They get a throw in. Conceição gets into a good position.
Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Nice control. This looks promising. That is a brilliant interception. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Cut it out. That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Substitution.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. And we are already back underway. Canada displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Vega has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Trincao. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's got away from him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. The pass has gone astray. And the ball is out of play. He's got away, and he's been shifted off it. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's lost his man here. Trincao! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 4, coming on the field is number 13. There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. And we're halfway through extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. And the action has already restarted. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Passes coming off in quick succession here. Here's a sharp little ball here. He's in, and the shot! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. João Cancelo, and he was alert to it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's in, must be! João Cancelo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Canada nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position A1. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And he's going direct. That was travelling. Canada close now to seeing this one through to the end. Bruno Fernandes touches it back.
There will be 1
Bruno
minute added
Fernandes.
time.
That's going wide left. Nuno Mendes, spread out to the left, driven in, cleared away. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So we're very much on the way now. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another talented Spanish wide player, although...
Morata! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. McAllister. Now it's Ferran Torres. Senesi gets over and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Simeone. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shoots! It's loose now, and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping! In by Messi. Ferran Torres. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Argentina are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And here's Messi. Rodri gets across to intercept that. And it's Olmo. McAllister gets a foot in here. Now it's Simeone. The less said about that pass, the better. Lenormand knocks it into space. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's cut it out.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's destined for the flank.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Simeone receives it in a wide position. Garnacho. Martinez! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rodri. Now it's Morata. Now it's Yamal. And it's Porro. And he's picked out the run. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Spain have it back and can go again. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Simeone. McAllister. Zubimendi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Garnacho. Great ball if he can get there. Picked up. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Danny Olmo. He's having a hit! And he's done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Spain have their lead. Oh, that's well spotted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another.
Yamal! Oh, it's come loose.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Morata. McAllister. Simeone. And he cuts out the supply. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Spain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. Referee's given a throw. Zubimendi. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that pass isn't the best. Lenormand. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Zubimendi has created one goal already. This looks promising. And the through ball. And he's being shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, well played.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Messi. McAllister.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he welcomes it in. Yamal receives it in a good position here. That's tidy. And this is Morata. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Simeone. That's a nicely shaped ball. Subimendi. Rodri. Now it's Morata. Rodri. And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's superb.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now Hausen. Subimendi. And here's Dani Olmo. Romero deals with that comfortably. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Cambio. Cambio en Argentina. Número 25.
So we have movement on both
Número
benches.
20. Número 7. Número 2. Número 13. Entran número 11. Número 5. Número 26. Número 4. Número 6. Se está realizando un cambio.
Subimendi. It's Ruiz. Great ball if he can get there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rodri. Rodri running with the ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Grimaldo with a real chance here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Going for goal! This their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's picked it up out wide.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Lenormand makes the interception. Rodri tries to play it through. Martinez shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! And right near the end, we have parity. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Oh, the real chance! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? He gave it plenty and some. Trashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Just the keeper in his way. And a chance! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
salida principal del estadio. El auto está a punto de ser remolcado. Preséntese, por favor.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable.
Rice! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gay. Idrissa Gay. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Watkins. Menu. That's a cute ball. Dink through. And he's heaved it away. And he's managed to gift it back. Sarr. Diatta. Now it's Dia. Gay. He's had it taken off him. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
James spots it and intercepts. That's going wide left. And that's played in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Konsa. No goals as yet. That has been cut short. Gay.
Senegal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Menu. Very nicely done. Gay. Idrissa Gay defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rice. Now it's Saka. Tries to play it through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's been hooked away. Bellingham. Saka. Rashford. Bellingham is onto this. Kamara. Well, that is one way to stop him. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Diatta. Now it's Dia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Camara, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's had a shot! score first. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Is number 9.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that...
It's Rashford! Oh, crossbar! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next. England certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Gay. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? No, that's been intercepted. Menu. Now it's Dia. Now it's Gay. Great work on the overlap. Oh, nice touch. Now that's a lovely exchange. James wins the duel this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. James has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, what a mistake! He might be in here!
1 minute added time.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this could be the final action of the first half. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. England come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Bellingham. Watkins, that has been slung wide. And he's been shifted off it. Camera going forward. Over to the right flank. Konsa kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Throw in.
Substitution for England. Number 4, Rice. Number 23, Menu. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 25.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Rashford.
And he's got the beating of his man. Shifted into the flank.
21, number 8.
And it's made its way to him.
Number 26.
Watkins!
Morgan Rogers.
That's put paid to the danger.
24, Palmer. Number 18, Gordon.
Anderson. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Dia, he's through on goal. He takes a shot! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Senegal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Gay. England perhaps contemplating their next change here. Anderson. And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cut it out. Gay. Sarr. Gay. Sarr. Kamara. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Anderson gets across to intercept that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dia! No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Oh, they could be caught out. Kamara! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Kamara duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Kamara. And he's intervened well there. Kamara.
This is the time you need that pace.
Anderson. Can he get it through? Gordon in acres of space out wide. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get rid. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Anderson! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And this is Henderson. It's Jordan Henderson! Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Henderson. He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! James. And here's Palmer. He's picked his way through. Watkins. Shapes to shoot! Stood up well to him there. Dia. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dia! Chance for a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Anderson. And we're done. England cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We are just getting started. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cleared away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Idrissa Gueye. Real chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker...
Dia! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Hall. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I have little doubt that the striker, Ollie Watkins, will have a huge role to play here, provided they can service him with the right quality. It's vital that they play those short crosses and cutbacks he can run onto, and that's the best aspect of his game, his explosiveness and clever anticipation in front of goal.
Dia is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Konsa. England so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now Menu looking to pass their way up the pitch. And no, that was never going to make it. Menu is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Rashford.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Watkins. England do have a chance to counter here. He's free, he has got space. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
England with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Saka, he might be in here. And the finish! Goal, England! England take the lead. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
No way through, so back it comes. Opts to play it back. He's on it, can he get away? Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all. Now it's Saka. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Dia. Rice. That's going wide left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's picked his way through, pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, it's come to nothing. Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's got away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Kamara. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice control. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Watkins. Oh. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And we've reached half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
England are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Camara. And that was very necessary. And they've been given a corner. Stones can get it clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. England are looking to go forward now. Good ball, good take. Now there's a... And he shoots! And again! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
England find a position of real strength now. Sarr. And he's intervened well there.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Senegal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Tries to get it clear. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looks a good ball through. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Watkins. Rice. Gay. Idrissa Gay. Jacobs. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Senegal have a free kick.
Substitution for England, number 4.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
23.
Well, great position for a cross this,
Number
Peter.
10.
Now to get good contact on it.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 25, Rashford. Coming
Well,
on
the
field,
defence proved infallible
number
then,
21,
but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Eze. Number 26, Morgan Rogers.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Palmer.
Now it's
Number
Camera.
18,
Another pass
Gordon.
just keeps it ticking over. Oh, no joy this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has not gone well. And it's Camera. He was under real pressure there. England perhaps contemplating their next change here. This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
The goal scorer for England.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
England are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
England, and that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution in progress.
Eze. Now it's Dia. Dia. Oh, easy pickings there. Rogers.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Now this could be a shooting chance! No, it's wide.
England have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Palmer. That ball looks a good one. Chance! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Impressive jump! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Diatta. Rogers. That's Eze. Looking for the run. Shot could be on. Rogers! He's put it wide.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Look at the space here, and the shot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Diatta. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. There's the shot! And he's missed it. And that is the final whistle. England pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury.
Real chance! It's a loose ball. Idrissa Gueye.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed at the far side. And he shoots! And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Saka. It's going to be another corner, I think. England have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Senegal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Dia. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Liakate. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, it's come loose!
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Diatta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Menu. He's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Saka! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Still goalless at the moment. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Watkins! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Watkins clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Menu. That's a good ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Diaz cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Dia. Sa. Nice looking ball. James. And it's Diatta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Menu. Space for him to turn and look. Menu. Good pressure, determined, intense. He has found the way through. Watkins! Goal! England! England take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view.
Menu is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that's another good win of the ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Sa.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. England can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Saka receives... Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has fair fizzed. England get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Konsa, Stones. And that's really well manoeuvred. Gay, Diatta. Now it's Diatta. And it's Camera. Diatta. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Niakate gets over and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Idrissa Gay. Gay. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Diatta. Looking tidy in possession here. That's good play. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. England coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
England just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. England currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Menu proves just a little bit too strong. Rice, drop. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, again there's no way through. Menu has created 1 goal already. And it's Bellingham. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that is well cleared. And he's only too happy to take that back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
England just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Hall, 60 minutes played. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Bellingham! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution for England, number 4.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 23.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Number 10.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Rashford. Number 12.
Kamara.
Stones.
Sarr.
Coming on the field.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Number 21. Number 17.
Gay.
Eze.
Idrissa Gay.
26.
Passing is crisp
Morgan
and sharp.
Hodgins. Number 24.
Sarr. Plenty to aim at here.
Number 18. Gordon. Number 6.
Rogers.
Gay.
That's Eze. Rogers. Niakate does well to get it back. That is good alertness. Diatta! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Dia. Eze. Now it's Dia. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Camera. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. Dia is flagged offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Doesn't quite get there. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Diatta. Now it's Dia.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for a runner. Oh, he's bustling through here. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Now it's Dia. Oh, that's neat. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Senegal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Sarr, this is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, shooting chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
James can get it clear. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. England are looking to go forward now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Dia. Played out wide. Palmer gets on his bike and on the move. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Palmer is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Might be danger here.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the
time.
board is 3. Now it's Diatta. Now it's Dia. Diatta. Now it's Diatta. Forced to go back. He's looking wide. Now who's going to be first to this?
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found space here. And that's that. England are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
England definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And a quick reminder
Many
today
thanks to
that
Jim,
parking
and
in
with
the
that,
area
it
around
is
the
a
stadium
very
is
good night
strictly
to you.
forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facility.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Ollie Watkins here is a really well-rounded striker, but what I really love about him is the fact that he never stops working for his team. He puts in great graft, and he's always happy to drop that little bit deeper when necessary. He's a very intelligent player and a proper team man.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. De Bruyne. Fofana. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's to Kepa. And it's Fofana. Here's Onana. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out wide. Fofana. And here's De Bruyne. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Kane clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. He's had a shot! Goal! Belgium! And Belgium are ahead! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already. Rice. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. He's being urged to... tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement. Oh, he's been caught napping! It's Kane! Oh, Harry Kane, how good are you? About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
England leading. Kane! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
England go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pass somewhat off target. Showing great feet there. Fofana looking to receive it in space. Rice, Salamakers, Lukaku, and that pass just didn't quite work. Burn. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rice to Watkins. Oh, that's well spotted. Onana. Now it's Lukaku. Now that's well seen too. And here's Watkins. Kane. It's Kane! And again! Yes! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
England palpably stronger, better. Goes for a shot! And he's taking no chances there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Lukaku. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And it's Mainu. Threads one in. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! England with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. De Bruyne. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. Lukaku! And that is wildly off target.
Belgium really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Rice. And it's Henderson. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's De Bruyne. Jordan Henderson. And the pass is intercepted. And here's De Bruyne. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that signals the end of the first period. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
Second period is underway.
Belgium really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Nice sequence of passes. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for them.
Gets his head on it! It's a goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Oh, shooting chance! Wonderful from Watkins! A finish of true class! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And the finish! And there's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Stones. Menu. Henderson. Knocks it into space. And the shot! And no mistake. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And this is De Bruyne. Konsa tries to pass it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gets the shot away! And yes, it's there! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up soon.
And now he chance for a shot! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Now it's Lukaku. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Watkins. Anderson. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Shoots! And that is faded wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That could spell trouble. And he's big chance! And that's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And in a trice. The substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, nicely intercepted. Konsa makes the interception. Anderson charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Bowen. That is good alertness. De Bruyne. Now it's Lukaku. He's beaten the last man. No, it's come to nothing. Hall. Anderson. And it's Palmer. For Palmer. Anderson. Oh, super ball. And the shot! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Now it's Fofana. Oh, easy pickings there.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Hall. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great defending, strong and determined. Lukaku. Palmer. Bowen. Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Great chance here from position A1. An opportunity then to pull clear here. He's had a crack. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And this is Lukaku. And that's that. Belgium pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And it's made its way to him. Little pass back. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Wang Yichan is definitely worth a mention, Peter. Okay, he's not a great creative force, but if you're looking for someone to get on the end of things, he's shown time and time again that he's the man to step up. He's going to require all of those around him to do quite a bit of running, but if they get the service right, he'll get you the goals.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of. Chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Wang Yichan. Now it's Son Heung-min. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Son Heung-min. And the through ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Well, then shoots! Well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
João Cancelo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Son Heung-min. Antonio Silva did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or...
Chance for a shot! Republic of Korea! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ruben Dias has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Passing nice and neat. Son Heung-min, and this is Son Heung-min. The referee has given a corner. South Korea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to pass it through, and he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Son Heung-min. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of...
Goes for a shot! And the referee says that is that for the first half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
E aqui estão eles. Vamos levar os nossos jogadores.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? Son Heung takes a shot! And he thumps it clear. That's a sharp pass. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Plays it across. Tries a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. What a throw in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. Son Heung-min. Could move up a gear here. João Palhinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's João Palhinha. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Son Heung-min. And he's in, uncanny finish! And that's a sharp finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
South Korea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Back where it came from.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! And he's heaved it away. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. Just eases him off the ball. João Palhinha. To Bruno Fernandes. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Threads one in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Antonio Silva kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now that's well seen too. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. Conceição. And he was quick to react. That's that, the end. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this.
Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. very nicely done. Now this could be a chance. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has ended up in no man's land. Short changes him with that pass. Well read, nice interception. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's in on goal, and the shot! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now, can they get him away? Lovely pass, but can he... Oh, that is asking for trouble.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Deftly away. He's on it, can he get away? Can he finish? Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pass is just off target. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is well cleared. Oh, well played, well played. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That pass has been well intercepted.
South Korea have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Space for him to turn and look. It's a good-looking delivery. Mendes attempts a clearance. Oh, well played. João Neves. And the shot's on here. Shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Son Heung-min. It's a threatening ball. Great chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Diogo Costa clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no joy this time. Ruben Dias. João Cancelo. Nicely spread. Now it's Conceição. This could be a South Korean counter-attack. Bruno Fernandes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And that is indeed the final act. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
E vamos receber os nossos jogadores com grande aplauso.
So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
South Korea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now,
Son Heung-min! A real chance and a real let-off.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
João Palhinha, spread it left. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to play it through. Shot, he's having a shot! South Korea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Oh, good effort! No, just not quite. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan, looking for options for movement. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, right place, right time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it into space. He's come in hard.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Corner number 2 then. Has crossed into the middle. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it. Oh, that's neat. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vamos dar uma substituição.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Son Heung-min. He's had a shot! And that's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
South Korea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tries a shot! Ronaldo plays it short. Goes for a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Oh, what has happened here? Cristiano Ronaldo. Son Heung-min. He's in a great position here. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Son Heung-min. So much time and space. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's stuck it away! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. A real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely passing, lovely. And the finish! And a neat finish! How many? Just how many? And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
We are just getting started. Rice wins the duel this time. And here's Havertz. Saka. Gabriel Jesus. Kochen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rafinha. And here's Jesus. Nicely weighted ball. Chance! Oh, the ball, and one more try! They want to be quick to recover this. Saka stood his ground strongly. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Now it's Saka. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rafinha. So no flag here. Rashford is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Havertz. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Rafinha. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rice. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! Outstanding by Rashford! He's got himself an absolute peach. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Jesus. Real chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Rashford! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Balde. That's an excellent interception. Out towards the flank. And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Rice. And the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Havertz. Great vision. Oh, shooting chance! Nichols gets it clear. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Saka. Norgard. Rice. Now it's Havertz. De Jong. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Saliba can clear it away. Norgard. Balde spots it and intercepts. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now this could be a chance. Gabriel Jesus. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Rice. He's beaten the last man. Saka. That's good defending, very good defending. Balde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Rafinha. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'm afraid to tell you
The
that we're
midway point of the
expecting
game.
traffic to be
Well, I
heavy
think
after the
keeping our
final
neutral
whistle
hats
today.
on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of
And
football
there they
where
are.
we've seen
Please welcome
plenty
our
of
players,
creativity.
everyone.
Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back on. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Saka. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has not gone well. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rice. Calafiori. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Timber. Gabriel Jesus. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That pass has been well intercepted. This looks promising. De Jong. Now it's Dani Olmo. Rafinha, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Rashford. Might be danger here. Now there's a fine ball. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Norgard gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gabriel Jesus receives it in a good position here. Saka, he's in a great position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bernal. There's a sharp little ball here. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gabriel Jesus. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Calafiori. Now it's Havertz. That has been cut short. Now it's Rashford. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Balde cuts it out. Now it's Rafinha. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And it's Bernal. This is a promising build-up. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona have their lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Lewandowski. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Rashford. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Casado. Knocks it into space.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. A header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Saka is offering a wry smile there. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Oh, that was vital. Driving forward. And this is Lewandowski. That's been cut out, well played. That's it. There will be time for no more. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least just the keeper. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gabriel Jesus is offering a wry smile there.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shot, surely! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that's well seen too. Casado. He's on it, can he get away? He's picked his way through, takes a shot! Oh, good finish! 2-0, and in next to no time. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's taking no chances there. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And here's Dani Olmo. Nice interception, well timed. Arsenal look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Rice. Now it's Havertz. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Havertz. Shapes to shoot! Against the crossbar. De Jong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And Bernal. Now it's Havertz. It's a searching pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. De Jong. And it's Olmo. He's in a great position here. Now it's Rashford. Rafinha. Rice has created 1 goal already. Timber. Dani Olmo. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Negara. And the pass is intercepted. Rafinha. That's going wide left. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Opts to play it back. Look at the space here. And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. And that's another good win of the ball. Pinches it off him. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Timber gets it away. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Saka. And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. Bernal. Now it's Dani Olmo. And it's Bernal. Rice. Now it's Havertz. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Incoming, impressive jump. Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control. Looking for the run. Now it's Havertz. Out of play for a throw. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice, and he's being shifted off it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rashford. This looks promising, and it's Cancelo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Havertz.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Saka. Good ball, good take. Rice. Lovely, now then. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Arsenal were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Arsenal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Arsenal producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. De Jong
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No, again there's no way through. Gabriel Jesus receives it in a good position here, and it's made its way to him. That pass has been well intercepted. Dani Olmo. João Cancelo.
Oh, great feat that.
Dani Olmo. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. He's in a good position here. And he shoots! And that's a tiny finish. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Oh, that's well spotted. Havertz, well seen, saw that coming. Casado, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Negara, now it's Havertz. Calafiori, oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saliba makes the interception. Oh, they can break here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rafinha. And it's Olmo. Now this could be a great chance! And he's stuck it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
The goal scorer for
And
Barcelona.
a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
All of a sudden we have a game. Big chance! And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was easy, almost too easy.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality is highly unlikely to miss that.
Number 33.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Substitutions taking
Somewhat off
place.
target. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Played back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
Rice has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Rashford! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Havertz, now it's Saka. Oh, Red, nice interception. Bernal. Now it's Rashford. De Jong. Rice, looking to play him in. Havertz. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Rashford. Rashford is fouled.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 16.
Rashford taking charge of the dead ball.
Coming on the
Koundé.
field is number 49. Lewis
Strokes
Kelly.
it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Havertz. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He'll fancy himself from here. He's in a great position here. Rice. And it's Koundé. Bernal. Trossard. Now it's Saka. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Gabriel Jesus.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Lewis Skelly. Casado. Rashford. De Jong. Salmon does really well there, he is strong. Bernal. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Rashford. 5 minutes to add. Rice. Now it's Havertz. Knocks it into space. And that will be it. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Saka, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face
Just a quick
says it all.
announcement. We
He
would like
knows
to
he set
inform
his
you
attack
that
up
CCTV
perfectly,
is now
and the
in
players
operation
carried out
for
his
your safety.
instructions.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case.
takes a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So, a breakthrough already.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Havertz. Saka has it out wide and in space. Saka is having a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
João Cancelo. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Nichols. It's Saka. Norgard. Salmon. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Casado producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, super ball! And the shot! It's fallen kindly here! And he's gone looking for safety. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Norgard. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
That was lovely, that.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Salmon with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And that was nowhere near his best. Havertz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bernal calmly anticipates. João Cancelo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Havertz. Somewhat off target.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Saka. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Havertz. Rafinha, and he's been shifted off it.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Real chance! That has been knocked clear. Norgard. Now it's Havertz. Calafiori. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he plays one through. Oh, he's burst through. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! Arsenal are level.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Arsenal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Norgard gets his final warning. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Rafinha. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And he nearly went all the way.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gabriel Jesus. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's how it stands. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under...
Gabriel Jesus! Oh, it's come off the upright. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
He's on it, can he get away? De Jong receives it in a good position. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And it's been taken short. Back would it go. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Olmo. Balde picks it up out wide. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Off target by a whisker. Nichols. Rafinha. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Rashford. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitution in progress.
Gabriel Jesus. Rice. Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse...
Oh, what has happened here? He is through here. And a chance! And it's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Substitutions
Lots of
taking
changes.
place.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Arsenal get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Nicely intercepted. Rashford. And that's there's the shot! Oh, good finish! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Number 19, Trossard.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rashford. He's in a great position here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Havertz. And he was quick to react. Rashford. Oh, it's come loose. João Cancelo. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. And the finish! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
After 82 minutes.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 16.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Barcelona have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rice. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Trossard. He's shifting through the gears here. Cohen claims comfortably. Threads one in. Can he get it through? And this is Lewandowski, and he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, good chance! And he steered it beyond the post. Timber. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? Well taken goal. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Number 14.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 41.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Number 36. Zubimendi.
And this is Lewandowski. He has found the way through. They're urging him to gets the shot away. And that's a good finish. And we're done. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Gallagher. Gallagher showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is Gallagher. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Richarlison is flagged offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spence. The ball is loose and the chase is on. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it's hard to find players who can really test this guy, Pavard. He's had a remarkable ascent to the top, but then again he has outstanding qualities. Very consistent, cool under pressure, and against the toughest of opponents, he stays strong.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how it's... And it's been given away. And a chance! It's loose now, and they will... And again! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tell plays it short. Udogi. Marseille are looking to go forward now.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the keeper beats it away. That's put paid to the danger. And claimed it back swiftly. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
It's a throw-in. He's got away. And that is headed for the middle. Danso with the clearance. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Richarlison. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Marseille definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Richarlison. Richarlison. Now can he find a finish? And he opts to go forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Look at the space. Oh, Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Oh, that's a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Marseille have the lead! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Marseille have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they...
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Marseille are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Strokes it back. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Going for goal! And he's there to get it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Tell. Played over towards the opposite flank. Spence.
2 added minutes
Well
have been
seen,
indicated.
saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Van der Ven has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's gone direct. And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
That pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. Good ball. Oh, he's all alone. Real chance! And it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Tottenham really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Marseille are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Palinha is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to...
And a shot! And there's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed...
Chance for a shot! Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Richarlison. Richarlison receives it in a good position here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he welcomes it in. And Aubameyang! Well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
The goal scorer for
Well, it's a goal
Marseille,
fest, and the fact it's so
after 61
one-sided now
minutes,
is getting scary.
Number 17,
Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Gallagher. Richarlison is onto this.
Tottenham appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Can he get it through? Abdelli.
Marseille are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Abdelli. Vermeeren. Aubameyang. There he goes, motoring forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Danso gets across to intercept that. The message is clear, none shall pass. Abdelli. And it's been played through. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's in, must be! Now he's running, he's had a shot! It's their second corner of the game. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Not the most accurate pass. That's a throw. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. Shot at goal! No, that's just wide.
There will be 5
Not
minutes
too much more
added
here than
time.
seeing out time, and time is very nearly. Chance, surely! And that's a good finish. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Tottenham get their goal. Oh, just the keeper now. There's the shot! And that has faded wide. Emerson. That is ended up in no man's land. That's that, the end. Tottenham have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.